Hello again. Well, now that I'm in my new location, I'm gonna do a video that I've wanted to do for a while about the state of the video game industry so far. I mean, I've, and I, in a sentence, it's doing very well so far. I mean, even despite this, what's going on with the economy right now, I mean, the game is still selling reasonably well, and the system is still doing very well. I mean, well, that is definitely, and thanks to Wii U, PlayStation Vita, and the 3DS, the 8th generation has begun with the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox Infinity now in the wanes. I mean, it's not going to be called the Xbox 720, it's going to be called the Xbox Infinity. So, definitely think that I've been in this and playing video games for a very long time. I mean, I actually admit to have been playing them since before I could control my own bladder and all this old Commodore Amiga that I used to have, that my family used to have. Then, on the NES, the NES and Genesis were pretty much my biggest retro game systems at the time that had those for a very long time. And I mean, I'm getting this whole Super NES versus Genesis thing that was taking place. Even though my friend and I very egomorph about it, I mean, I was family on Genesis side. I've only recently come to appreciate the Super NES as for what it is. And yeah, so as you can very well tell, this is kind of being an unscripted video for me, and you're just gonna be keeping on talking about how the industry's doing, and that right now, still working on getting a PlayStation 3, and that probably gonna be marked down for once PlayStation 4 comes out, and I'm personally not ready to get PlayStation 4 or Xbox maybe yet. I mean, no, don't get me wrong. The PlayStation 4, some of the games they unveiled in that video did look good, but doesn't really. They also won't really offer anything I couldn't really get. Or did you see? I mean, here's what I believe. I mean, usually has at least every system and its console generation is gonna have at least one game I want to play on it. I mean, usually that's what's referred to as a killer app. It's a game that's gonna get me to buy the system that's on that. So far, I don't know any games PlayStation 4 Xbox Infinity that really gonna convince me to buy one right away. Now several on Wii U, 3DS I want to, and none on PlayStation Vita that I want to play. I mean, mainly because none are really sticking out at me. The Vita does have some good capabilities as a multimedia system, but as for actual games, which is what I primarily be using it for, is that I've got nothing, absolutely nothing, and also having trouble figuring out how to use it as well. I mean, okay, so gonna have a cut here, talk a bit more about this. So, okay. Games I'm looking forward to this year, apart from Pokemon XY, which I already talked about in my X and Y ramble, and also other Pokemon videos. I mean, looking forward to Grand Theft Auto 5, Zelda, Wind Waker HD, Zelda Majora's Mask 3D. I mean, turns out the Star Trek game isn't very good, but I'm still probably going to rent that one and see what it's like. Hey, and and Wonderful 101, Super Smash Bros. Universe. Those are other games I'm interested in. And personally, with this whole, I know it's kind of late, so gonna keep talking like this, trying to think out loud here, like I do when I normally do a video like this. And also, bear in mind that it's also the 50 subscribers special I'm gonna be working on soon. And also, I'm just really tired because as a whole, spending so much time moving and recording helps to do this sort of thing better. But anyway, also, I personally don't get how the competitiveness of the industry is really, gamers have really gotten a lot weird in recent years. Things like online play and everything, and also, so I mean, and the whole system of achievements and trophies is that's kind of have definitely changed his gaming in very many ways. I mean, I'm old enough to remember that, and I still do, that when people primarily play games for recreation, for fun, not to prove something to themselves. Because, I mean, I personally is not sure about all of the achievements. I mean, even as I came into, but I am not. I just tried. I'm kind of old-fashioned. I mean, given my Sonic shirt and everything. I mean, types of games I primarily buy are mostly old franchises like Mario, Sonic, like Zelda, that sort of thing. That newer incarnations of those games and their ilk. I mean, I haven't played very many new franchises. It's just that I've gotten into. I mean, I'm not too big on Assassin's Creed, and really not a fan of how many shooting games there is. You know, I mean, even I think anyone can really shoot things. To be honest, I mean, just this brings me to the next point. How much longer do you think they're able to keep the Call of Duty games going, and how many shooters do you think they can just keep releasing until people get sick of it? I mean, another thing, my next point is that there's been talk of a whole other video game crash like it happened in 1983, but quality control is not so much an issue now, but still, it's going to be some of the same factors like lack of innovation. I mean, just how many shooting games and Call of Duty games can possibly release for a period of time before people get tired of it? Just how many? I mean, and the rhythm genre is kind of was once very strong, but now, since because of a lack of innovation and that sort of marginalized itself often. I mean, and also, I understand there are plenty of new ideas, yes, but will people be willing to accept them as a thing? Haynes said, Okami, that was a great game. Very creative, very innovative, but almost nobody bought it. I mean, I'm really encouraging people to buy the HD release of it, just to play it. And I mean, and another thing is that the whole thing, the competition for computers, is that it's another thing that's part of what not drove the crash, is that the computers could do more than just play games as well. And personally, I don't have any formal opinion on PC gaming, since most of my PC gaming is to use, except for retro games. Like, I have NES, Super NES, Genesis emulators, and Game Boy emulators on this thing. And so, yeah. So, also, I'm wondering how this whole thing with the combination of trading video games and video games is going to last. I mean, Skylanders seems to be doing it for the time being, but I have been very reluctant to join that fray, and I personally is wondering how. And there was this whole thing where you had the offer from a bag of chips, I was going to get a free figure, but I ultimately didn't go through with it. And then Disney Infinity and Pokemon Rumble U look a bit more interesting, and just because of this, but let's see how much longer they can keep us going. I mean, I'm actually wondering how the Skylanders as a whole thing succeeded, given the fact that supposedly tightening our belts on this whole economy that's going on. Also, also notice that there's a whole influx of retro gaming, aiming that we have people learning to embrace, people revisiting older games and to embrace them for their finer points. I mean, definitely going to be seeing a lot more stuff in Virtual Console lately. They're really working to improve Virtual Console. I mean, they're putting old NES games up for as little as 30 cents, and Earthbound. We're finally getting Earthbound on Virtual Console. I mean, there's been so much red tape to clear here for that to get that, but it's finally going to happen. Also, the people who translated Mother 3 are offering Nintendo skips for nothing. I mean, if they release the game to here, I mean, just it's astonishing in that. And so, hopefully, we're not going to experience another crash, but I'm not entirely ruling out the possibility. I mean, given the fact that a friend of mine named Jake posited this to me, and given the fact that THQ who went under earlier this year, and LucasArts just been dissolved as well. Also, not going to talk much about the LucasArts case. I mean, I have another video planned to address that. Since it's been a couple months since that, and really disappointed with that. I had to be honest, as just the short version that I was looking forward to Star Wars 1313, but also with that gone, another game I'm looking forward to is Batman Arkham Origins. So, I mean, essentially by games I'm limited by my budget. That person who's in one of my videos suggested that it's gonna take a while for the partnership thing, and I'm also currently job hunting, so primarily just doing this whole channel thing and just a side job. But I am gonna do the 50 subscribers. This video is 50 subscribers, but look at me, I'm rambling, aren't I? And given the whole thing with the game industry, I'm hoping I can continue to do well since last year just turned 40. Since film, our industry is about a century old. Comic books are around 75 years. Television, about 60 years. And so I think I can definitely say that video games are definitely not going anywhere. So that's all I have to say for now. The comments box below. Oh, and I'm going to be working on the 50 subscriber special. I'm not going to tell you what I'm doing for that yet, but I will see you later.